let me go and just point out what happened the first and last year, because guys, this is also a massive concern, right? At the end of the day, I don't really care about Facebook, but I know a lot of people really love to use it, and that's like their main focus. I never cared much about Facebook or Twitter because my main focus has always been YouTube, right? So Twitter and Facebook, I just used basically to post my videos there. So the emphasis was always YouTube. So, if they start banning me, I don't really care. It's not worth my time to care much. But I keep bringing it up because there are other people who are going to be affected by this as well. And so I want to kind of speak out on their behalf. What's scary about first and last year is he got banned from YouTube. He said no warnings, no strikes, no nothing. They just out of nowhere terminated his account. And why that sucks is you've got huge channels, right? So you got, let's say you've got mega huge channels, like let's say PewDiePie and stuff like that. Then you've got like really, really huge channels like Steven Crowder, who's in the couple of millions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then you've got channels like ours, right, where we're not in the millions, but we'll be there. We're on our way to that, and we have pretty big followings right now. And then you have smaller channels, and what sucks is if I get banned or you get banned, AP, then people notice. We have a following. We can draw attention to that. Smaller channels, they can just, it looks like YouTube is saying just, oh, okay, we don't like what you're saying, or we don't like the videos on your channel, so we're just going to ban you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Haven't violated any rules. We're not going to give you an explanation. We're just going to terminate your account. Sorry, you can't log in. And because keep in mind, they could do that to any of us, but they know that we'll be able to raise a bigger fuss about it. Not nearly enough. We can't hurt YouTube. But if they start doing that regularly to people, it will add up to hurting YouTube. But it seems they know that smaller channels, they can just get away with it, and that's scared because if that means that people who work at YouTube are starting to think like this, hey, we need to start banning people who are critical of Islam. Yeah, jihadis slaughtering people in the name of Allah all over the planet, but let's block people that criticize that. That is some scary stuff there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It is insane what's going on.
Oh yeah,
I still hope that YouTube will be the more reasonable platform compared to Facebook and Twitter, which just randomly bans everyone that says something wrong. But I don't know. I hope YouTube doesn't keep disappointing us here as well.
I do as well. In fact, my goal in criticizing any of these channels, like people point out, like when I would criticize Facebook or I would criticize Patreon, I would get messages, you hypocrite, you're still on Facebook and you're still on Twitter and you're still on Patreon, you're complaining about them. Guys, just because I criticize something does not mean I want to be done with it, right? Right? I could tell my kids, guys, you need to start doing better on your homework. It doesn't mean, oh, you're no longer my sons, right? You could criticize something because you want it to improve, right? With the main platforms, I criticize them because I want them to get better, right? And I hope enough people bring up the problems that the platforms get better. With that said, if they don't, I hope they start dying. But the order I hope they start dying, I hope Twitter dies and Facebook dies in that order, and then I hope YouTube notices and says, well, I don't want to go that route. And so I hope YouTube is better.